Okay, awesome guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Ticker Feed, the channel. Super excited. If you're new around here, welcome to the family. Please subscribe so we can get as much information out to as many people as possible. Also by smashing that like button as usual. But guys, welcome to the family. I really do appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about the ticker PLTR. Palantir Technologies, one of my favorites. I own quite a few shares. For some people, you know, this is a big deal with the dip, but let's just hold on. We're going to kind of dive a little deep into what's been going on, what the latest news is. So just sit back and really do appreciate you taking the time to listen. Okay, so if you've never been on Barron's.com, they mostly talk about different stocks, all sorts of stocks. But right now, if you click on it, you'll see that they're actually talking about Palantir. And so I just want to kind of give you a little bit of feedback off of the webpage. But let's go and read a little segment of what they have to say, and then we'll continue to talk about Palantir and what I think is going to happen over this weekend and next week. So Palantir insiders sell another $18.5 million worth of stock. Okay, so Palantir's Technologies executives have continued to trim their holdings in the data analytics company in the wake of last week's expiration of a lockup that followed the company's direct listing in September. So over the past 2 days, 3 executives filed with Securities Exchange Commission (SEC) to disclose the sale of about $18.5 million in stocks, which brings a total sale of $112 million. So in filings on Wednesday and Thursday, PLTR General Counsel Matthew Long disclosed the sale of another 291,000 shares, raising $8.5 million. That follows his previously closed sale of $12.6 million in stock. So first of all, I understand that there was a dip, and I understand that these shares, after going public, you know, it's not skyrocketing like we would hope. But, you know, like I said in the introduction of the video, I personally own shares and I believe in this company. And so you got to think long term. If you're trying to hold long term on this company, hold on to the stocks. Don't sell, right? And that's what I tell myself. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. And so you do have to always do your own due diligence. But from what I've seen, they're going to be able to ride this out. And people are just trying to make a quick profit on the short term. But on the long term, I believe this company is only going to continue to grow. So let's continue to dive a little bit deeper. Okay, so with Palantir Technologies, they have plunged 17.8% this week. Okay, obviously that's a huge mark. Now they're also on trend to decline in 11 of the past 12 days. Okay, so that would be the biggest 1 week sell-off since the stock went public in September the 30th. Okay, so yes, that's not good news, and so that's why you're seeing the decline in the stock itself, and you're watching that trend line continue to drop and then slowly go up and then drop again, right? So yeah, I'm focusing on the bad, but let's focus on why we currently want to own the stock and why we think that in the future it's going to be worth holding on to, okay? Because I feel like that's what you need to focus on right now, especially when there is dips. And so you can cost average your shares when it drops like this. And so this is actually a good opportunity, you know, if you're wanting to buy more, if you want to bring your cost average down, this is where you want to do that, right? So I had a previous video of Palantir a couple weeks ago when they were below $15 a share. So, I mean, that's what I want you to think about, okay? So think about that, and, you know, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into the company and see why, even though it's at $23.90 and it opened at $24.20, see why we want to hold on to it and, you know, take the time to remember that this company is worth holding on to for the long term. Okay, reason number one. Since 2017, Palantir has partnered with Ferrari. Okay, right off the bat, that's one cool reason to hold on to it. I mean, obviously, Ferrari is a big name, big brand, good marketing, and so that's something that you want to hold on to, right? So that's one good reason. Let's kind of continue to see some more positive. So obviously you know about Palantir, so I'm not going to dive too deep into every single thing that they use with their data collection, and but here's the thing. This is what I want to point out. Always things to remember if you're trying to hold on to it long term, right? So if you own a couple thousand shares or even a couple hundred, you got to always remember what the original reason why you decided to buy the stock. So you got AI, artificial intelligence, right? Auto racing, which we talked about just previously with the Ferrari. I mean, you got intelligence, defense, health and life sciences. I mean, law enforcement, insurance, sales and revenue. I mean, the data that they use with the products that they have created. I mean, you got to think, these sectors are only going to continue to grow, or they're going to stay where they're at, and it's not going to change. I mean, in the health sector, humans don't change. They break down. They're always going to continue to break down, and there's nothing we can do about it. So finding out data and maybe finding out ways to continue to develop better technology for the issues that we have for when the human breaks down, I mean, that's perfect. That's what you want. And so you got to remember on the reasons why you bought Palantir. And so that's kind of what I'm pushing. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart itself, and then we'll wrap this up. So, and the other thing I want to talk about is Peter, right? So he's going to be one of the co-founders. He's an entrepreneur, capitalist, right? So remember his background, okay? He was a co-founder of PayPal. And so, and also he was the first outside investor in Facebook, okay? So clearly this is one of the guys that's, part of he's on the ship. He's one of the captains that's pushing this boat forward. So you got to remember and keep that in mind when it's dipping like this. And this is not the only stock that's dropping. Look at the market as a whole, and everybody's talking about it, how everything's dropping and it's kind of leveling out. But you got to look at these stocks in a long term. That's why people say 10 years out, 5 years out. What are they doing and what are they trying to do, right? So they have the 52-week high of $45, right? And then the 52-week low of $8.90. So it opened up at $24.34 this morning, okay? And then it had a drop. But as you can see, the majority of us still believe in the company, and it rises back up. And so when you're looking at these candlestick charts and you're looking at the wick, you got to think all of this is short term. So people are trying to make some money. They're trying to do these sales, but people are buying back in because they know that this company is a company that you want to be around for a long time. So that's what you got to think about. I mean, just a month ago, yes, it was a lot higher and it looked like things were going really well, but there's always got to be a correction. And so we have a correction right now, and then I think we're only going to rise back up. So that's what I want you to think about. Again, Palantir Technologies, to me personally, is a good company. I own a decent amount of shares, if I say so myself, and I'm holding on to it. There are days where I'm thinking in my head, did I make the right decision? But, you can't react on these dips. You got to decide right then, okay, I'm going to hold on to it, and we'll just see where it goes from there. So if you own this stock, if you own this company, let me know what you think of the company. Let me know what you think of the future of the company. And guys, I really do appreciate you taking the time just to listen to this. I'm super excited. Again, for me personally, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've bought more shares. And so it's only dropped my cost average is continuing to drop. So this is what I wait for. So you always want to have a little liquid on the side for these opportunities. So that's kind of how I see it, and I'm always trying to stay positive. So I really do appreciate it, guys, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks.